Live by the Sword, a crime flash fiction by Woode-Smith. He felt it, the bite of anxiety and nauseating uneasiness, which could only arise from one thing. He had been betrayed, and his family was next. There was no evidence to give his fears credence, but Joey Ganito had not spent his entire life in this industry without learning a thing or two. If someone betrayed the family, as he had, losing their life was the least of their problems. A sword loomed over him, and its shadow now covered his real family. As Joey stumbled from side to side, blood seeping from a wounded thigh, he could not help but feel that his poison, which caused this attack on his life, had been administered months ago. It may have been a thug with a knife who tried to take his life this time, but Joey knew it was more the poison of his actions which had set things in motion. Now that he thought about it, the poison may very well have taken hold 45 years ago, when he was born. The poison was one flowing through his veins, and had been so in his family since the old country. And it had stuck with him, as he lived by the sword every day of his life. If only I'd backed out, Joey Ganito whispered to himself. It was Dad's business, didn't have to join, he would have understood. Joey had had similar regrets only 3 months prior. Those regrets seemed to be a cure for the venom, but now seemed to be merely infecting the wound. I shouldn't have listened. I had a choice. I knew the costs. No one crosses the family, especially by contacting the agency, and lives. Now, his potential assassin lay dead at his feet, his own knife lodged in his throat. Yet, the attempt on this life was not what terrified the capo. The leader of the family, Don Curio, was a thorough man, who would not allow any loose ends. The Ganito family would be slain, to the last babe. With a limp and a wince, Joey made his way to the open doorway. He would need to phone his contacts in the agency. No, he needed to contact his family. The agency had brought him nothing but trouble. He was wrong to turn snitch. Joey's car, much to his relief, was still parked outside the rundown tenement. "Start, damn you!" he repeated over and over, growing anxious until the car started. The sudden whirl of the engine had never given him so much relief before now. He immediately sped off, headed straight for his house in the suburbs. At almost full speed, it had taken minimal time for Joey to travel from downtown to the suburbs at the outskirts. His house was near the border, and he screeched to a halt outside. He let the door fling open, a pistol in his hand. He ran to the door, where he stopped. As his hand reached the doorknob, he somehow sensed his death approaching. He would not survive long after opening this door, yet he would open it. He would die by the sword. This story was written a lifetime ago, when I was still in high school. I still think it's a fun little read, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it. If you would like to hear more audiobooks of the sci-fi or fantasy variety, podcasts on fiction, or just stay tuned for my live streams, then please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you, and until next time.